So, ladles and jelly spoons, I'm starting early tonight, mainly because I got here early, and another reason is I wanted just to make sure that this is working okay. So, as you probably noticed, I am in the village tonight. I've pinned that as well, and I'm not going to be going round and interviewing loads of people because there is nobody here. So I've just decided to come up to Monte Cristo for a quick pint, and there you go. I've got to turn this down, hang on. There we go. Let's get rid of that. There you go. So, welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife. If you're watching on Catch Up, then please like, subscribe, ring that little bell. So we're just going to have a bit of a chat with the people online today. So watching in Catch Up, if you've got any questions that you want to put to me, or if you just want to comment on what I do, then just leave a comment down here and we'll get back to you. So if you want to contact me at all, ask me anything about my area of Tenerife, or what I'm doing here, why I'm here, then that's fine by me. And we love you all. So usually I'm late, but now I'm early. So let's see who's on. We have Jeff Daniels was on very early. Hi, Jeff. And then Eugene McGeever came on. Ian Miller from Dull and Humid Dundee. Anne-Marie's on. Charlie's on. Reached 30 degrees in Manchester today. Well, there you go. Steve Coe's on. Stephen Marchant. It's Marchant. Natalie Maury. Is that what I'm saying that right, Natalie? Good evening. Christina's not with me today. It's too hot for her. She's staying home. Dave Butler's on. Brandon J. Tina Mayhew. Hi, Tim and Christina. Hope you're well. We're fine. Peter Blake. Martin Voss. Brandon J. Why is Tenerife uncovered mowing? You reported it. I didn't report him. All I did was asked him to take down the copyrighted stuff. I told him how to clip the channel. In fact, anybody can do it. You just go to the bottom of this thing and clip it. But I just told him copyright, and he said he won't put anything up of me now, so that's fine. I am early, definitely. Andy Grundy, good evening. I'm just in a bar, so it's just me and a beer tonight. There's hardly anybody around. I set up the street, but it was really, really hot in the sun. I couldn't really find any shade in the village, and I thought, you know what, I'll go for a quick pint before I start. And then I found this little spot, which is right by a bin, but that doesn't matter. And I thought, great. Derek Duval, hey Tim, looks like so far you're 33% apart. The temperature of Tenerife covered. Quite a fun channel removed. One more and they're gone. Shame. Always had an opinion you had a sense of humour. I do have a sense of humour. I don't know why they don't use the correct clipping, so that we get the views, you see. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hi Tim, hi Julie. That's not what shows on his community page, Tim. He's showing you a complaint from yourself. It's not a complaint. It's just a copyright strike. He's using material that he didn't create. So it's a copyright. If he'd have asked my permission and used the clips, which I told him to, or her, whoever it is, then that would have been okay. And they didn't. So it's automatic. Every time that they see something that's similar to ours, we get a message saying, is this your video? And you say yes, and then they copyright it. So don't worry about it. Thumbs up, people. We're not going to get him to take it down. He can do what he likes. In fact, if he created his own content, that would be even better. Thumbs up, people. If you forgot. Anyway, today's not about that. If you want to tune in on the 20th of July, we'll be doing a balcony banter about cyberbullying and harassment. So if you want to join in on that, it's the 20th of July at 5:55. And Giuliani and myself will be discussing that in a serious manner, with casting no aspersions, just asking, is it good for mental health? Do you have the right to bully, basically? So put that in your diaries. 5:55 on the 20th of July. If you want to join in, just go to timothydowd.com and say how to join in. And if you want to come and say hello, then, and even if you don't want to be on camera, that's fine. You just come in with a microphone, just your phone, and we'll listen to your comments on that. So but that's for another day, not for today. But thanks for coming in. What's his name? Thanks for coming in, Derek. Charlie, stop complaining, guys. The own media, what I've done to Tim's own media, hasn't asked for any permission. Yeah, basically, don't even worry about it. I mean, it started off as a bit of fun and not so innocent banter, And the people on there now have looked at some of the comments, and it's getting to be bullying, especially with Andrew and Laura. That is beyond a joke now, and you can imagine if you're on the tail end of something like that, then how you might feel. And if you are prone to mental illness, and don't forget, if you are prone to mental illness, then don't forget to go and get help. I know that's easy to say, but it just exacerbates it. So, and to do it anonymously as well, it's just not cool, dude. As I said, not cool, dude. Hi Tim, David Mulready's on. The non-bearded beer lover. Hello. Is that me? Did I miss anybody? Alan's Homemade Vlogs. Moira Fitzsimmons, David Mulready's on. Natia Murray, hi Pete. Pete and Shell's on. David Butler's on. Moira Simmons, Alan Mice. Is it busy at the moment, Tim? It might be busy if I knew what that was. Have we frozen? No, we haven't frozen, okay. I'm about 20 seconds behind here and it looks like I'm frozen, but I'm just reading you guys. It's around about 35 or 33 degrees in the sun, probably 28, 29 in the shade. Up by the pharmacy, I think it was 35. And it's a little bit humid as well, a little bit sticky. But it's beautiful weather. I mean, if you're on holiday, it's perfect. You know, you just come out and you soak the sun up. If you're living it all the time, it's one of those days where you just want to stay in and close the curtains. And but it's good. I'm on the Dorada. It's not the Dorada Especial, it's just the glass. What's the sound like, guys? I'm using my Zoom F2 again with a little clip microphone just out of camera shot. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Kelly G, hi. Do you ever go up the mountains to see the stars at night? Christina wants to go, even though she's blind as a bat. She has said she fancies going, and I've sort of been putting it off because I think she might be disappointed, and I think she might be wanting to go because I said I wanted to go at one point. And what I think we're going to do is wait. I've not been yet, just to say that, but I do know people who've been, and some people say, oh wow, it was fantastic, and other people are sort of saying it was cold and I didn't like it. You know, I mean, I'm in the dark. So I suppose this is what you're expecting, really. So if you go up there as a sort of a photographer and you want to take some shots of the Milky Way, or you want to see the Milky Way with your own eyes and you've never seen it before because you've always lived in a city with light pollution, then it is a great thing to do. And there's a lot of trips you can do. I know Dan does a few trips of the night skies. One's including a meal, another one's including champagne and stuff, and they'll pick you up. They do say that it's wheelchair friendly, but for Christina, she cannot get out of the wheelchair on her own. So, if it's a drive on, drive off type of thing, then I'd be willing to go. But at the moment, I'm not too sure. What I might do is wait until my daughter comes over in August, and then we can come over, we can decide what to do there, because that'd be quite good. And it's her birthday on the end of September, and my sister and brother are coming over with their partners, and so it's going to be Stephanie and Kasim, Jackie and Stuart, and Mark and Vicky, me and Chris, and of course the little one, Malika. And so we're going to be there at the end of September, so we might do something together like that as well. We're only actually together for 3 days, I think, because they're coming for a week each, but it's sort of like moved around. So I think we've got 3 days where we're all here. I think it's a Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So we'll think of something there. But no, I've not been yet, but Christina says she wants to go. I just hope she wouldn't be disappointed, you know. Kelly G, there you go. Roger, 28 today. All day, every day, says Dan. Brandon J, why did the Craicmaster bully Johnny saying he's in the bushes and laughing? I don't know. You got to ask Lee what he does. Hi, Craig. Not frozen, thank you. Oh, it's Craig, not frozen. How long do you expect the Kalima to last? And I see Tenerife is now at level 2. Yeah, the way they do the levels now is how much resources or health resources that you're using. So if there's a certain amount of free ICU beds, you're down in level 1. As soon as you go over that, even by one person, you'll go to level 2. And also there is a little bit of increase in infections on the island, but the difference between level 1 and level 2 restrictions is nothing. You don't notice the difference. So I I've been nose fixed, now my mouth won't work. I wouldn't really worry about it. It's just saying the levels at the moment are designed for the health industry to know where they are on a gauge of supply and demand, basically. So I wouldn't worry about that. The Kalima, typically a Kalima will last for a few days, but lately it's been misty more often than I remember it in the last 8 years. So it could be climate change, could be trade winds changing, could be the Gulf Stream changing, I don't know. But basically what happens is if we get an anticyclone to the north of us, then it pulls in Saharan air, which brings the dust as well. And so it's hot weather and dust, which is what we're getting at the moment. And it was supposed to arrive on Wednesday. It didn't really arrive here until about Friday, and it usually lasts 3 to 4 days. So today should be the last day of that hot weather before we get a clearance, hopefully anyway. But it changes every day. There's a great YouTube channel that you might want to, not YouTube, sorry, Facebook page that you might want to have a look at. I can't even remember the name. It's in Spanish anyway, and it's all in Spanish, but obviously Facebook will translate it for you. But that gives you all the latest with satellite imagery and everything. What I'll do is when I'm finished here, I'll put a little link up here. Is that right? Up here? Yeah. Okay. Yorkshire fox down on the beach at the Chiringuito near La Caleta, an incredibly hot, great channel, Tim. Cool. There's if you're in La Caleta and you're at the Cocaluki beach, are you on the beach where they land? That's a beautiful place to go. But if you walked into the village itself, there's a beautiful little bay with hundreds of fish restaurants that I recommend there as well. So have a great time there. Yorkshire fox. Luke Otter, do you foresee yourself living in Tenerife for the rest of your life? And if you did leave Tenerife, where would you relocate to? That's a great question, Luke. Yes, we are not planning to move anymore. Basically what we said was we want a European-based, warm, constant temperature. So the only real place then is either here or maybe Madeira or something like that. So, I mean, the Azores, but they're not really European, I don't think. So it has to be European because Christina's pension and my pension, when I get it, will be index linked if you're in the European Union. I qualify for a German pension, you see, not a British. Well, I actually do qualify for a British one, 60% of it. But it had to be European so that the healthcare and everything is transferable. Christina's Bavarian, so all the healthcare, I think she pays 10 quid or 10 euros out of her pension healthcare, and that covers us here complete in Spain, including me, because I don't work, I'm just looking after her, so I don't have a job, and so she has me as a dependent on her healthcare. That's why I can't earn a load of money on YouTube, because otherwise I'll lose that dependency. What's the word? Status. Cheers. Pling. Where would you go if you did leave? You know, if I did leave, it would depend where Christina went. But if you're asking me where would I go next if I was on my own, I would probably try Asia. Don't know why, but I'll probably try Asia. But that's just a fantasy. Or go and live with my daughter in Ghana. Sounds great. Okay, good. Oh, I'm way behind. Simon's on, Ali's on, Sandra Frey's on, Roger Channing. If I miss you, I'm sorry. Gary's back. Oh, I nearly threw Moira away. Cole's place, evening term. All right, Cole. Ali Bennett. Stargazing was great, as was the sunset above the cloud. Yeah, that's a good thing, because don't forget you are above the clouds there, so if it is hazy or anything, the higher you get up, the better. Although Giuliani was telling me yesterday that up the mountain is really, really stickily hot at the moment. So it's you don't really want to be up there during the Kalima. Even though it's supposed to be cooler, you're actually cooler on the coast during a Kalima because the heat rises and you got like 40 degrees up there. So I wouldn't go up there today, at least. We're down at Newcastle Quayside and we have a problem with the battery bank. For God's sake. Guanchi, zoom time. There you go. Thank you, thank you, David. You need plenty of water to drink at Tenerife back in the heat wave. You do need to use plenty of water. What I usually do is like mix it with hops and drink it in copious amounts. What has happened to YouTube strike? And it's not a YouTube strike. It's not a YouTube strike. Let's get this in perspective, ladies and gentlemen. The guy built a channel based on other people's content, and the people who comment on it are not very nice. Oh, well, some of the people who comment it are not very nice. So I tolerated it at the beginning. I even contacted the person, even though I don't know who it is, and I asked them, hey, if you want to use my content, just clip it. And there's a little button underneath each of my videos which allows you to clip up to 30 seconds of whatever you want. And what it then does, you can post it anywhere you like, and then it comes back to me so you can watch the whole video. That means I get the like or the watch hour. And if you sort of like film it off something else and upload it, then YouTube says, here's a similar video for you, which looks like yours, but it's not clipped. Is it a copyright? And you say, yeah, it's copyrights. And then YouTube does all the stuff. It's not me reporting the channel, right? But anyway, it's if you like that type of thing, and you think it's funny to call out people like Andrew and Laura, then that's fine. You know, I mean, all people make a world. Even Hitler. Me and the parents are over in 8 weeks' time. Level 2, worried my mum, so please explain it. No worry whatsoever. It's you wouldn't, as a tourist, you wouldn't even notice unless you'd read it that it's level 2. So there's no problems at all. And also because we are an island of 90-odd% vaccination people, then if you do get COVID, there is no. It's very rare that you're going to get it bad if you're vaccinated. So as long as you keep yourselves to yourselves, don't go around kissing people, wash your hands, stuff like that, you got no problem whatsoever. It's exactly the same as it was before. But the level 2 is basically just how many beds are available. Ali Bennett, hi. Fireman fan, love your interviews on the streets. I was going to do one again today, but stood out in this heat, it would be a killer today. And so I thought, well, I'll nip down to town. And the other thing is, it takes me about an hour to pack up and get home. And Christina says, can you come home a bit early tonight? So I thought, well, if I'm in the village, I can just chuck everything in my bag and walk back home. So that's why I'm here. But I mean, I'm in a bar and there's like 3 people at the bar, 2 people sat outside. The bar in the corner there's shut. You got the owner and that's it in the thing. So Mondays is pretty dead here. Joining us, Jacqueline Ross, good evening everyone, back in October. Louis Pennon, hi from Ireland, a great time in Fuerteventura, thank you for that. Did you get any pictures taken or did you do any videos? Upload them to your YouTube channel, Louis. Good evening everyone, says Maria Ayres. McGeevy, did you watch the Wimbledon tennis final yesterday, Tim? I'm not really a tennis fan, to tell you the truth, and I don't watch TV. So unless it's on Netflix and it's science fiction, I'm probably not going to see it. Guy Day, G'day Basil. Bien, muchas gracias from Jetplane, leaving on a jetplane. Ray Duffy, thank you for all your support, Ray. I like the way you comment on all my little shorts as well. It's really a breath of fresh air every morning when I get up and you're there to start my day. Thank you so much, Ray. And don't forget when you come over, even though Meetup Monday is on a hiatus for the moment for the summer, then do let me know. And that goes for any of you guys. If you want to come and say hello, just let me know. And Christina and I will come out in an afternoon somewhere, maybe have an ice cream. But going out for dinner in the evenings in the summer is probably not a good idea for Chris, because she says I drink too much and we stay out too late and it's too hot anyway. And so she says an afternoon ice cream will be fine. And if you just want to meet me and just say hello, you can ask me to go for a walk with you in the mornings. I know I haven't been doing it lately, which I should. But basically, if you say I'll meet you at 9 o'clock tomorrow in Las Americas, then I'm there. It's just that if nobody's going to meet me, why should I bother, really? Why should I really bother? Yeah, to get to lose weight. I know. I brought a property in La Oliveira, so good. Not 62,000 euros for a two-bed. That's really excellent. Really excellent. It's good for a holiday rental. Cool dudes. If you want me to go over and photograph it, let me know. Lee G, have one on us, Tim. We'll meet up with you in Casino in October, mate. Definitely. Thank you so much. That'll actually buy me 3 of these. Subs on. Good evening, everybody. I sub from Leeds. Some of the comments were pretty nasty. They were, yeah. That page should be taken down. Absolutely no need for it. Okay. Don't forget, July the 20th. I think it's the 20th. Wednesday, July the 20th. It's not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after. And we're doing a special on cyberbullying. And we'll use a couple of those examples of what people have said on there. And how basically innocent sort of like banter can turn into a mental health problem. If you sort of like call out somebody because of their disability, let's say. Now, I know a lot of you say that what is it, celiac disease is not a disability. It just means you can't eat gluten. Then if you've got this celiac disease or whatever it is, then you shouldn't be called out for it, really. And even though it's like funny once, it's probably not funny all the time. But we'll talk more about that. Ian, thanks for moderating very, very strictly there. But people are allowed to ask questions. Don't forget that. People are allowed to ask questions. Good evening, Tim. This is Heather McCarthy. Maria, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Hace calor hoy en Tenerife. Mary Alti, thank you for subscribing to my my newsletter. It is not really a newsletter, but I think I put a link up on the community page that I used 2 years ago. I started doing like a cookbook because people said, "Oh, you're going to do a cookbook, Tim?" And I think, well, I'm not telling you how to cook, but I'll tell you what I eat and what the ingredients were, and maybe something behind the scenes of how I do it. And so if you're interested in that, go to the community page, and there's a post on there which links to a MailChimp landing page. Now, for those of you who don't know what MailChimp is, it's a very secure newsletter list. So you go and you put in your email address and your first name, and then as soon as you press the button, it automatically sends you a link to the cookbooks. And there's 4 of them, and each one is like a week's worth of meals. And if you want to go on a week's worth of dinners, basically. So if you want to find out, what are we eating tonight, then go over there, and there's like 4 books or 4 weeks worth of food. They just give you ideas. It gives you a sort of a recipe of how to make it. And if I've used a recipe from somebody else, then I link to that recipe on YouTube so you can go and watch it. But the worst thing about being a cook is knowing what to cook and when to cook it, not how to cook it. So if you just want some ideas, go and sign up for that. And I'm going to try and do it every Sunday. So I'll send out a new version every Sunday of what we ate that week. And you'll also see it on pictures on Instagram and Facebook. So if you're into them, that's okay. But basically, if you want to download this, it's a PDF, and you can keep it. You can even print it out if you want. You can print it out. I'm way behind on your questions there. I'm trying to get everybody. Tree surgeon, good evening everyone. 28 literally in the house. In the house. Paul Max on Tim, do you have a sore throat? Your voice seems to be a bit more gravelly. Actually, I'm just trying to be sexy. Ollie Grimshaw, not seen your name before. Welcome, Ollie. Did you enjoy the food on Friday night? It was fantastic. It really was. I mean, I actually commented. Mary? Mary? I'm just going to try and get another beer here. Mary, my darling. She can't hear me. I'll go in a minute and get one. Yeah, but Axel, I told him the steak that I had was fantastic. The steak was really, really fantastic. And he even told me how he did it. It was a secret and I'm not allowed to tell you, but he really did it. I can just see myself shouting here. Okay, you Jimmy give it. UK extreme heat warning as temperatures rise to 31 and could climb further. Wow. Jackie Ross, can you make your own content up? You don't use others. That's true. Oh, what happened to Pete and Shell? Okay. Mary? I'm just going to order another beer. You guys can just enjoy the view over here.
Thinking the same, mate. Here it is.
Exactly. So did I lose? Did I lose a load of you? Because I'm grabbing another beer. There we go. So. Oh, I see. Pete and Shell are scroungers. There you go. Sorry about that. I misunderstood. Looking at getting back over soon, Tim. Need a break? Come on over, my friend. Come on over. So, let me see. Okay, guys, there's probably a load of people coming on here because to cause trouble, and as long as you stick within the guidelines of YouTube and with the channel guidelines, it's okay to say anything you like, as long as you don't swear, as long as you have honesty, integrity, and I can't remember what the third one is. Respect, there you go. So if you comment with honesty, integrity and respect, I allow everything because I want people to see who you are and what you do. So and moderators are doing a great job there, but unless they're actually contravening the YouTube or my community guidelines, then just let them be who they are. That's we don't censor people here. We do censor people who swear and incite violence and maybe bully other people. But if you just know them from another channel and you don't like them, that's not enough to block them here, I'm afraid. Well, there you go. Everyone, we hope you're allowed chilling. Everyone. I've missed a load of stuff here. Okay, you are right. These Pete and Shell are unemployed and all that. July 20th is my son. They're coming over to him. The island's still busy. The island is very busy. It's just Craicmaster on a Monday. Everybody is somewhere else, apparently. Are you having one of your famous coffees? It's a yellow coffee with a head. Is Darren Jen still out there, Tim? Did you manage to meet up? No, I didn't manage to meet up with Darren. He was over on a whirlwind. He's gone back home now. I talked with him yesterday, and he'd already gone back. So he was over for a proper holiday. So you probably didn't see a lot of vlogs or anything from him. No lives, and he was down. I mean, he's a youngster, you know. He's a youngster, so he does the youngster stuff. I don't go out at night, you see. Whoops. Evening tree, fastest fingers on the button. There you go. Jeff France, where are you, Tim? I've only just logged in. Okay, for those of you just joining us, I am on the top terrace in the village of Craicmaster. It's the terrace above the Hyperdino Express in Craicmaster, and there are an Indian, Italian cafe, Monte Cristo, which is a sort of a British themed bar, and then there's a wacky backy place, and then there's a karaoke bar in the corner, and that's closed tonight. So we're upstairs here. It's pretty quiet and nothing going on a Monday night. Have I frozen again? No. Been nice and sunny here this morning. There are some people on here tonight. I tell you, you're earning your money tonight. Cole's Place, hi. I'm just going to move down. Need to find my brother. Okay. Super physiological levels of awe and of. Give us a zoom. Okay, you ready? This, my friends, is breakfast. Luke, I am your father. You too can have an accent like mine for only $39.95 down and 3 easy payments of $9.95. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. So that's all of it now, okay? Respect. Thank you so much. Big thumbs up for mods. Yes, exactly. Hi, Moira. Cole's Place, water in the heat, exactly. Tim, you catch up with DJ, has gone home now. I didn't manage to catch up with him, but he has gone home now. Was cloudy in Scotland. People getting blocked for no reason. I think what it is, I think there's certain people that are making up their names which disrespect other people's with names, like Pete and Shell, blah, blah, blah. So that is definitely not respectful. And there are other people that maybe some of the moderators know from other channels that were nasty on those channels, which shouldn't really affect my channel, but, you know, it's preventative, whatever. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Can you what 3-word it? I can, actually. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a what 3 words. For those of you who don't know what 3 words is, there was a group of people and they decided that a lot of people didn't have an address. So like we in the Western world think like 217 Sunnybank Road, Unsworth-Bury Lancs is an address, and whereby the road and the number of the house is named. Whereas in Japan, they don't name the roads, they name the buildings. And they don't number the buildings in the where they are, they number the buildings in the time they were built. So addresses are different all over the world. What Three Words said there are certain countries that don't have real addresses. So if you want to say, you know, the third palm tree along off the desert highway of whatever country, then you can't do it. So what they did, they split the world up into 10-foot squares, so 3-meter squares, and each 3-meter square was allocated 3 random words. Word, dot, word, dot, word. And you can find anywhere on Earth, any 10-foot square piece of land, anywhere on Earth, with just 3 words. So I might have to re-download this. So what 3 words? Or W3W, there you go. Yeah, I haven't used it for a while, so I've got to re-download it. But as soon as it's downloaded, then it'll go GPS and tell me where I am, and then I'll just give you 3 words, and you can zoom into my location there. Jenny Fowler just popped on. Good evening, Timothy. Stuck in bed, living vicariously through you, out and about, Tim. Jen, sorry we didn't get to meet on Sunday. Chris is saying tomorrow afternoon ice cream, if you're okay for it. If not, she'll go shopping with for the herbs, which she didn't go on her birthday because it was too hot. So if you're up for it tomorrow afternoon, Chris says she would go for an ice cream with you, and we'll come to you because I'll be driving. No, we don't drink in the week. Monday for retired people is still part of the weekend. John McGregory. Oh dear. Yeah, you can't use that word, John, sorry. Why reports Tenerife uncovered? You probably missed the bit where I explained that, so go back and watch and catch up. That's the best coffee on the island, Tim. Yes. Agree, Neil. I've been visiting Veronica's for years, never had an issue. Yeah, I noticed that. There's somebody who was complaining about they had a problem with Veronica's with the Moroccan men, and looking at me funny, touching me. And exactly. John McGregor. Don't worry, these people are the ones we're going to talk about on the 20th of June. So, John, if you want to join us, go to timothydowd.com and find out how to join in the live stream on the 20th of July, and then we will show you as part of the issue of cyberbullying. Or you can tell me why you do it. That would be also interesting. Very hot yesterday. Tim Stoneman, are you walking tomorrow? Are you here, Tim? If you're here, I'll come walk with you. But if I've got no motivation, I usually wake up at 8 o'clock. And my typical day is I wake up at 8 o'clock. I sort Christina out, because obviously there's certain things you have to do after the night time to make her comfortable, because she can't turn over on her own and certain things. So I don't want to get into too much graphic detail, but there's certain jobs I have to do at 8, and then I either stay up and go for a walk, or I think, sod it, and go back to sleep. And most of the time, if I'm not meeting anybody else, I'm so weak, you know, I sort of say, sod it, and go back to sleep. So basically, no. Although I should actually, but you never know. Yeah, I found nobody drinks here through the week now, all through the window. Okay, Derek DeVal, I'm really looking forward to the 20th of July one. It'll be fantastic to see, discuss and hear different opinions. Yeah, it's and I'm going to, as I said, I've invited anybody who goes to timothydowd.com, join in the live stream, can come in, as long as they're not naked and swear online and stuff like that. I'm probably inviting. Trolls, but that's what the whole place is about. So if you're a troll and you want to come on, And if you don't want to be on camera, that's also okay. You can come on just as a voice. You won't come straight into the studio. You'll be kept in a green room at the back until we're ready to talk to you. But once you're on, you can say whatever you like as long as you stick within the rules. And if you don't stick within the rules, then they might delete the video. I won't be monetizing that video because it's probably not a good subject for advertisers, so it won't be monetized. So you don't have to watch an advert to come and watch it. And if you do want to contribute and tell me why you're a cyber bully, then we'd love to hear. We'd love to hear that. Okay, yeah. W3W, I forgot. It's probably downloaded by now. What 3 words? Here we go. So this is what 3 words. I don't know if you can see that. I hide my face. It should do that. What's new? Okay. So it's telling me exactly where I am. And the 3 words are idyllic nation saying. So I'm going to copy this now and put it in the chat. So this is the 3 words. So if you download what 3 words and go to that place, you'll see exactly where I am. Now obviously I've written something now, so I've jumped right to the bottom, so I might be missing all of that stuff before. So I'll just go back. Oh no, it wasn't too bad. What 3 words again? Martina Bolger. I have been kind to all bloggers. I would never say anything bad to anyone. My comments are not being read out. So, Martina Bolger, this one is being read out. I don't know why I didn't see it before. I'm on the live chat. I can't see. Unless you used words that are hidden, and then I don't see those. So if you use words that are on the list of like words I don't want, then but anyway, Martina Bolger, welcome to the channel. Do you have a question? Yeah, I found nobody drinks with me. Yeah. I recommend for anyone visiting Tenerife this week to go to Puerto de la Cruz. It's fiesta time there. It is fiesta time there. And the local fiestas are starting again after 2 years. In fact, I think this weekend the Los Olivos local fiesta is on again. So that's the one, a part of Adeje town where you can go and have a look at that. I think from the 13th, I think it is. YouTube commenter, hello Mr. Dowd, Mr. Timothy Dowd, nicest man in Tenerife. Well, thank you so much. I don't think I am, but thank you so much for thinking that. Ryan Langford, hi Tim, restaurant recommendation in the Los Gigantes, Puerto de Santiago, where this Thursday, woohoo! You know, there was one in Puerto de Santiago where a friend of mine sings, but I can't remember the name of it. Puerto de Santiago. Oh God, I can't remember the name offhand, but I will try and find it. I'll put the link up here later, or if you email me, in fact that's the best thing. Go to timothydowd.com, send me an email, and I'll look for you. But there is this one place that I liked where there's like live music. It's looking out to sea. It's actually in La Harina, I think, which is the next village. So you got Los Gigantes, Puerto de Santiago, La Harina, and you can walk it within, let's say, half an hour or 3/4 of an hour. So there you go. And if you want to meet up for a walk, let me know and I'll drive up there. Tim, I got mornings free at the minute. I do a live walk around Bournemouth, but it's not as interesting as Tenerife. I'm sure it must be. I mean, I'm sure you got plenty scantily clad men in budgie smugglers you could show. Tim, you're not weak. Strong as an ox. That's me. Sounds an interesting chat. I suffer badly with depression. Yeah, you shouldn't knock that. You shouldn't knock that, really. I mean, if you're cyberbullied, and you're prone to something like that, it can affect you, you know. I'll come for a walk with you in October, Roger Channing. We'll buy a crafty beer, maybe a coffee. No, let's be a coffee, I'm afraid. Martin Hayes, found you, Tim. There you go. Ian's off. See you later. Thank you for joining. It's only 1836. I suffer depression and tournament disorder. Oh dear. Bye, Ian. Hi, Carl. Over to Bournemouth. Hello, just spotted this going on. Sorry I'm late. Okay, ladles and jelly spoons. I've been talking for ages now. Now it's your turn. I want you to just sit back and relax and imagine you're sat opposite me in the bar and we're just having a quiet drink. Those of you just joining us, we are in the Monte Cristo. I'll just give you a quick turn around. You can see how few people are here today. But there's a beautiful smell of garlic from the Indian in the corner over here. You're on my Lumix GH5 Mark II, which is a fantastic camera, and I'm really enjoying it, and it's streaming direct from the camera, so I don't have to go over any software or anything. All I've got to do is connect the camera straight to the Wi-Fi and it's done. And then I've got my iPad mini reading your comments, and the sound is from a lav mic which I have connected to this field recorder. It's called a Zoom F2, and this red wire goes to the camera, and this is the microphone wire, and I can also record it in 32-bit flute, which I'm not doing at the moment because it takes up more battery, and I can always download the audio from here if I need it. Well, that's really great, and I'm having a little bit of a rest. Christina's waiting for dinner. Yesterday we had grilled vegetables in tortilla wraps, and there was some leftovers, and so Christina's having that. I'm having the leftovers of the sausage rolls I made on Saturday, and I'm going to boil some Canarian potatoes as a side with a bit of mojo rojo or mojo verde, and so that's going to be dinner tonight, and a little bit of some tomatoes. There we go. So that's what I'm having tonight. I'll do one on Wednesday if Tim's not doing one. The walk. I was going to go walking on Wednesday. You let me know, and I will stay in bed if you want to go walking, Carl. Nice lager, says the Mac man. Cheers. Cheers. Moira Fitzsimmons, are you trying to stir things up? YouTube commenter. I don't know, what did he say? Night Strider, hide from you being... What? Night Strider, hide from you being as you're the Craicmaster's friend. I talked with Andrew yesterday. We're not hiding from anybody. We just don't collaborate online. And, you know... So I talked with Andrew yesterday, and that is not a problem. In fact, I think that's part of it. You know, I think that some people like to have interesting drama in their lives because theirs is so boring. So it must be that they have to look to somebody else to give themselves meaning. And I was like that. You know, I had to have drama and power, and you know, and then as you get older, you realise that what you have to do in life is to live every day. And it sounds really weird, but human beings weren't invented to work and grind to the bone. They were invented to enjoy the Garden of Eden. I'm not going on the Bible bit of it, but it is a Garden of Eden. There is enough resources on the planet that everybody could have a fair share. It's just that certain political doctrines live on scarcity and putting prices up of things, selling as commodity things you need, like housing, food, water, and stuff like that. And if we just said, let's just make sure everybody's got enough, and then start gorging ourselves after everybody's got enough, then we should be okay. Getting political now. 2 beers, you see. That's it. Is the good lady self-sufficient at home when you go for a walkabout? No. Christina is not self-sufficient, unfortunately. And when she's in an electric wheelchair, she can get about, and the top part of her body's good, so she can sort of reach things. It's not really that safe, and she can't see that well, so she knows where she is in the house, and we've got corners that you can sort of bang into and go, okay, there, I'm there. She can actually, we've got this big iMac 27-inch which you can zoom into, and so she'll sit in front of that and look and order books and stuff. And the other thing she'll do is sit in front of the TV and listen to things like game shows or documentaries or whatever, that you don't really need to see the pictures. So she's not. And when I go walking in the mornings, I just make her comfortable in bed and leave her in bed until I get home. So that means I've got to get home and get her up. So she doesn't get up then until about 11, which is okay, because no, it's okay. It's the way it's what she decides. So she was never a morning lady, so that's pretty cool. So we get up between 11 and 12. Then I make a brunch, which I photograph and film. If you've not seen those, go to the short shelf on the channel. And I'm just checking the battery there, and the battery here. Yep, we're okay for battery. And so Christina's not really self-sufficient. When I leave her in the evenings, I put her in Pablo, which is her electric chair, and she can go from the computer to the TV, but she can't go in the kitchen and get her water, so I've got to step water out for her. And she can actually, if the bottle's half full, she can actually pour the half bottle into the glass most of the time. So we've got to the stage where I've made the place safe for her. There's a safe area that she can do. Oh, and she can get outside with the ramp onto the balcony as well. So if she wants a bit of sun, she can do that as well. So, but basically, what I'm worried about really is if something happens to me while I'm out, that she's totally screwed. So we do have emergency numbers, and we do have actually a plan in place for that eventuality where I pop off first, but hoping we never have to pull the trigger on that. Especially me. AUKUS, whaling, weather looks like it's getting back to some normality now. It was out in March and June, some seem to be on strike. Actually, AUKUS, it's too hot now, so we've had like the cloudy month, if you like, with humidity. Now we've got the too hot with the sun. We should be coming back, the next few days should be coming back to normality of the area, which is sort of 28 degrees, sunshine, and a nice breeze. In fact, the breeze has just started now, coming the other way, so this is coming onshore, so that's probably the end of the Sahara dust for us. You never know. But as I say, AUKUS, next time you want to come over in September, let me know and we'll go for a walk. Jim Kerr, time your block YouTube. Don't worry about them. Ignore them. Never let toxic people rent space in your head. That is a very good saying, that is. Conspiracy theories are everywhere. I like that. So you may walking by Kilcoyne's bar, never realised it was you till you passed. Have I passed? Next time, run out and say hello. Missed you, Tim, being away to Spain for a couple of weeks back. Inglorious summer in the UK, Alan. Cool dude. I'm not sure people want to like the drama, but I think YouTube has become a newer version of reality TV, with the people being real and certain situations have become like a soap opera to viewers. You know, Derek, This is the epitome of reality TV. What reality TV actually is a scripted show that looks real, but YouTube is actually real. So reality TV as the genre is actually scripted drama. You know, things like America's Got Talent or Great Britain's Got Talent, they're all scripted. And in fact, I know quite a few professionals that have been on there, been asked to go on, and also people that have gone on with a sub-story, because they've got to have the professional guy, the sub-story, and the person they want to win. And then the person they want to win has got to sign a contract which gives all the rights away to their artistic capabilities. It's amazing. It is amazing. Germany's got one as well. It's called Deutschland sucht den Superstar, DSDS. And a friend of mine went and she won it, Ellie. And the contract afterwards was so bad, she said no thank you. And then I think it was Dieter Bohlen from, what was the band in the 60s? No, 60s, 80s. What's it called? Dieter Bohlen and I can't remember it, but it was a famous band anyway, where he sang with the high voice, and he had this this dolly boy, if you like, as his partner. Anyway, but yeah, the contracts are really terrible. So reality TV is the most scripted of them all, to tell you the truth. It's amazing that people think it's real. I'm just not sure what people want to know. The Brits will be moving over to Tenerife soon. Cost too much here in England to live. Roger Memory. Unfortunately, you can't because of Brexit. Well, you can, I suppose. But I think the standard of living, or the cost of living, is going up here as well. Petrol's gone up, although the government have reduced the tax by 20% to help people get over it. So it went up from $1 a litre to $1.60 a litre, but now we only pay $1.20 because the tax has been reduced on the oil. So for real people, for working people, so that's good. But a lot of the supermarkets are putting prices up. I always think inflation is something that is a political decision, and people take advantage of it. You know my politics anyway. I think that. Anyway, don't get me started. The Map Man. You nearly emptied him. Don't like getting dehydrated. Thank you so much. I shall grab another one. Ian the Doorman. We're still working at Moira. Watching from Weatherspoons. Pete and Shell. Out and about mobility scooter. Life is short. Is too short to bully. Okay. It is. Don't bully. We are getting there, Moira. Denise Pearson coming out to see Pet Shop Boys on Thursday. Coming out to see Pet Shop Boys on Thursday. Are the Pet Shop Boys here in Tenerife? At least your beers are on us in October, mate. Counting the days. Cool dude. Love the Pet Shop Boys. Seen them at Glastonbury. And Ethan Cummings says, I don't think that when you can't talk about Lee Daniel or you in his chat, it's not right. Ethan Cummings, the people who run their own channels can decide what they allow in their chats. And it's typically not the person in front of the camera that's doing the stuff. Typically, they've given the job to moderators who are interested in helping out, and I think sometimes you will be blocked by these people because I don't know, insecurity. I don't know, but what we say on this channel is, and we try and say this to everybody, is you can say whatever you like as long as you're honest, respectful, and you have integrity. Integrity means doing the right thing when nobody's watching. So if you're honest, respectful, and have integrity with your comment, it's allowed. It is allowed. Even questions that maybe some people will be triggered on, because we will answer them, And But in some channels, they just say, I don't need this. We're having a bit of fun. We don't need this politics or drama. And so that's why sometimes you're blocked on those channels, because you just, you're not in with the vibes. You're not in with the resonance. You don't understand what's going on. It's a little bit of fun. This is just a little bit of fun. It's a little bit of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a little bit of fun. There you go. Roger Shannon's going to be great grandparents tomorrow. Oh my God. Break out their champers. Ethan Cummings, so annoying. Modern talking. Thank you, Soul. Thank you. That's the one. I need help out. Congratulations, Roger Shannon. Congrats. Okay. My cheesecake went from £1.60 to £2 last week at the baker's. I still bought one. My bread went from £2.10 to £2.20. I only buy it on a Saturday. Heather McCarthy, all the best, Roger. It annoys me when I see people with no issues on mobility scooters. How do you feel? To tell you the truth, I don't judge other people. I try not to judge other people. If somebody will rent them a mobility scooter if they are not disabled, and people want to use a mobility scooter as a form of transport, then it's sort of a how can I put this? It's a failure of respect, integrity, and honesty, to say the truth. So you will always get these people. You will always have them. And you will always have the people who will supply them with the things. And when I look at it, why judge? I mean, why judge? Why waste the emotion? It doesn't annoy me, no. I saw your comment got deleted the other day, Tim, on his channel as well. Did I get a comment deleted? Oh dear. Congrats to both of you, Roger. Respect and honesty cost nothing. Exactly. Thanks everyone. I only asked on his channel, did he get a meal free, and I got blocked for some reason. See, the thing is, look at it from the point of view of the person who blocked you. Were you saying, oh, you're doing a review, did you get the meal free? Or as, hey, did you get the meal free? So it's the way people look at what you're saying. Because written word, unless you're a writer, is very hard to invoke emotion. Because it's how people read your words, that's the problem. Like, I opened the door in my pajamas, right? Did I open a little door in my pajamas, or did I open the big door and was dressed in pajamas? Got to be careful. I shot an elephant in my pajamas. And my question is, why do you shoot elephants, and what was he doing in your pajamas? But that's another story for another time. Jacqueline Ross is shouting, Charlie, I would say that question was rude. Gosh, Maura, that's some price for butter. Well, the butter's gone up here as well. Evening all, great wise words on how different people handle their channels, Tim. Different channels have different formats, and people need to accept that. They do. It's all perception, even as a writer. Exactly. Jen, maybe you want to come on Balcony Banter one day and talk about that. No pressure. You get dinner. I said to John, you can stay for a week at my Costa Adeje apartment for €90, only because I thought it not booked, but he would promote it, which would help. But it's up to him, of course, lol. There you go. There you go. You turned into Stepter when you said that. Oh, Harold, I don't like it here, you know. You dirty old man. You're a dirty old man, don't you know that? I can't get a word in edgeways with you. Jabber, 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 all the time. I don't think it's right to be sort of like on my channel doing all that bullying and so right. What do you think? How long have we been on? Oh, it's nearly 7 o'clock. Gotta go. Oh, now I'm saying I've got to go. You're all commenting. Great wise words. Have you done that one? Perception done that one. Stay for €90. Turn into Steptoe. There we go. Get some sun with Paz. All right, Paz. Good afternoon, Tim. We're also here in the West Midlands, off to Portugal. Albufeira on Friday. Hope you and Chris are good as well. Paz and Julie, great to see you guys. Enjoy yourselves in Portugal. Personally, having met all the bloggers and knowing how they tick, my rule of thumb is don't ask them anything on here that you wouldn't feel comfortable asking them in person. Exactly. Plenty of snow despite high temperatures. There you go. Martin Hayes, your channel, your rules. It's amazing how many subscribers know all these unwritten rules. It's amazing how many subscribers know all these unwritten rules. Exactly, Martin. In fact, if you go to the chat, what's it called? If you go to the chat, I can't think of the word now. Community guidelines. Then you get the community guidelines from YouTube, and I now have a set of 3 community guidelines for the channel, which is honesty, integrity, and respect. Cool, dude. How long did you take to learn Spanish? Actually, that's a good question. That is a good question. That's a good question. I started with like these online things for what was it called? The beer is just getting rid of all my memories at the moment. What was it called? The Green Little Owl. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's the Little Owl. I know that. I don't know what the thing is. And that was sort of like a game and a test. So you were game, test, game, test, game, test. And that got old very quick. But I increased my vocabulary a little bit. Then I started doing Spanish Dict. Spanish Dictionary, but without the shinry. Spanish Dict. And that was very similar. That gave you a lot of grammar and gave you, if you looked up a verb, you could conjugate the verbs and everything like that. It also got a little video thing where you can learn the pronunciation of certain things. So that's pretty good as well. So I recommend that. Actually, it's free. SpanishDict.com, or there's apps on the phone as well. And they also do like a game test type of thing. And I found it got really... Can I order one, Mary? Yeah. Thank you so much. And game test. And that got really, really, annoying. Oh, you didn't do... Your day streak has gone and all that stuff. Then I found, and I'm going to say this, Spanish with Paul. Spanish with Paul, guy in Mexico. I don't know whether he's Australian or English, but he's got a sort of a mid-Atlantic Australian accent. And he teaches Spanish like you need to be taught. He's got 10 free lessons plus numerous other things on YouTube, Spanish with Paul. And if you go to his website, SpanishWithPaul.com, and you sign up for his newsletter, he sends you a 50% discount for his main course, which is $199. You get it for $99, access for a year. Once he has your email, he will send you thousands of emails giving you offers on other courses. So use an email that you can throw away, but it will be your login, so don't delete it. But I recommend his course, and I recommend the vocabulary course. and the comprehension course. So those are the 3 courses that I recommend. Vocabulary and comprehension are one-time payments, $99, and you get to keep them, you can download them. The main course is only access online, but it goes from level 1 to level 9, and I'm telling you, if you're alone and you don't want one-on-one help, that is the best thing ever. And it took me, I would say, 6 months to be confident enough to speak Spanish and try and understand it. I still have a problem understanding Spanish. That's why I've got the comprehension course. But yeah, I would say 6 months to be able to say what you want using this course, because he doesn't start off with hello, how are you? He starts off with I need, I want, I have, I can, I can't, those type of things. Spanish Report, recommended. There's a link in the description. Right, we're going to start winding up now, so if you've got any big questions, let me know. Can't wait till November, back to Fuerteventura, says Louis. Out and about mobility, I can't judge, but I definitely need my mobility. Exactly. Ian's on, saying goodbye. The chat is absolutely nuts tonight, shouts Jacqueline Ross. I know Moira just got to the door, hope we're well. Ian, stop shouting. Don't tell her to stop shouting, she can shout if she wants. Sean Baxter, if you have questions about Tim's channel, you ask on Tim's channel. If you have questions about anybody else's channel, ask on their channel. It would take Tim Beans back to Asda I bought in Waitrose. A very good analogy there, Sean. A very good analogy. I am Grand Amanda, and you? Oh, I'm Grand Amanda. I thought it was some sort of... I thought you were like, I'm a Grand Amanda. I'm off to... Shooting what? No. Could you look up later, Pierre? Mary, thank you so much. Okay, I'll say that again. Tim, could you look up later Pierre and Vacanes Origo Mare? You will see why I brought it. I'm in... Okay. Tim, could you look up later Pierre and Vacanes Origo Mare? You will see why I brought it. I am so excited to get started. Louis, I'm so sorry. I don't understand what that is, but I'll take a picture of that and I'll look later. I have to go now. I've got to go as well. I just want to make sure I haven't I wish I got conversational French at school rather than grammar French. Exactly. Où est la fenêtre? Où est la porte? Je suis désolé, je ne parle pas français. How do you cope with the heat when there's no air conditioning? Open the windows. I think the Discord wants to be heard and seen. Paul Hayden, that told ya. Martin Hayes, you're in trouble. Who's in trouble? Thanks, Tim, was fun for the hour. You're welcome, Jacqueline. Get some sun. I'd like to join you live again. I have a login on your website. Can I say hi? I'm not using that system on this. I'm using my camera, so I only use that system now for Balcony Banter. So check with Ian Millar. The link is in the description. Write a letter to Ian on email and tell him what you want to talk about, and he'll make sure you come on all right. But that's typically Balcony Banter. I'm using my big camera at the moment. Eventually, there is going to be a YOLO box. I know it's too much information, which will allow me to plug the camera in and have a guest. But at the moment, no. Bob Barrett's back in the land of the living. Bob, I am so glad. I was only thinking about you the other day. I thought I might have done you some wrong, my friend. Off now. Have a great evening. Okay, tree surgeon's off. All the trolls can come in and swear at me. Marielle, can you too? How hot is it today, Paul Hayden? 28 in the shade, 35 in the sun. Hot, hot, hot. Earphones for Jacqueline. Bye everyone. Tree surgeon, fastest ninja on the web. Bye Tree. Official Dublin temperature per Alexis is 26 degrees. No thanks Martin, shouts Jacqueline. Okay, we're going to finish now. First of all, I'm going to thank each and every one of you 165 people who are still here for joining me today for a nice little beer on the terrace of the Monte Cristo in Causavaki. My mate the Bin has been chatting to me all the time. I'm going to turn around and whack him one in a minute, and I would like you to join us on this Wednesday, where the topic is, I don't know, I shall find out. And if you want to join in, just go to timothydow.com, how to join in. Next Friday we are out and about with the big camera in Los Cristianos. If you're in the island on Friday, or you're on the island on Friday and you want to join me, let me know where to be, and we'll have a walk round together in the evening till 5:55, and we'll see you then. Press like and subscribe, and I will go for a walk one morning this week. I'll see you then. Ladles and jelly spoons, this is Tim Down for Living with MS in Tenerife, signing off. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.